Yo, what is up guys, Boris here coming to you guys with another team building guide. Now if you guys haven't missed any of the previous ones, I'll have a link down below to the playlist. I've done every single legend. Oh, let me go ahead and take this off. I've done every single legend, I've done a couple other teams. One that people haven't really been, one that people have been asking for is Blackbeard. And of course, anytime there's a new legend, I will do one. So here is my Blackbeard team guide. Now, let me start off by saying that Blackbeard captain ability is kind of interesting, okay? So what he does is that he boosts the attack of all characters by 2.75 and their HP by 1.5. So 1.5 HP, always really nice. 2.75 boost, not bad. But you have to have a striker, shooter, fighter, and a slasher on your crew. On top of that, attacks will ignore defensive buffs. So what this means according to here is that anything that affects the defense, you can just go through it. You can go through... the more important part is that apparently you can go through all the shields, all the different types of shields, which is crazy. So, really awesome captain. But keep in mind, I think it also goes to yours, so you can't. I don't recommend you someone like Alvida or something like that. So yeah, it not only does he go through them, but people go through yours. So there's that. Now, some of the characters that are really cool, for instance. Raid Boss Kizaru has been seeing a lot of people have been saying to use him because he's a shooter and a fighter. So knocks out two of the requirements right there. That means you only need a striker and a slasher. So if you use him, you can just use someone like Diamante. Diamante is a striker, and he's a delayer, one of the coolest characters in the game in my opinion. Deals a damage, and he's a striker. Not bad. You have someone like Don Quixote del Flamingo. Obviously, you're going to want an orb boost on this team. Dofi has the biggest orb boost in the game. And the raid boss Dofi is a slasher, so he counts towards the Blackbeard total. And then maybe with this team, 5 of the guys are ambition, or driven, so you can use someone like Shiki to give you an orb boost, especially in certain situations where you have that. So, there are, like I said, a lot of restrictions to Blackbeard, but if you can get through the restrictions, you should be good. Now, there's a lot of... This is just a quick sample of some potential teams you can make, but let me just show you how crazy you can get. You can go all green. So someone recommended putting someone like Izo, Hawkins. I'm going to put Hawkins on here. The Usopp, 3D2Y Usopp. Which I believe is it this one? Yeah, and the final unit was Dofi. So let's go ahead and take a look at this team real quick. I think this is a really cool team. A mono green team. You don't really see mono green teams that often unless it's like a slasher team. But you have Izo for the shooter. You have Hawkins for the striker. You have Dofi for the slasher, and Usopp, you think he's a shooter, but he's actually a fighter at the 4-star. Someone pointed out that at 4-star, the 3-2Y Usopp is actually a fighter. So, if you ever pull a dupe Usopp, it might be a good idea to keep one 4-star, especially if you have a Blackbeard. Especially if you have a Blackbeard, because that seems like something that could definitely be really cool. So what you do is you use Hawkins to give top row strength and bottom row quick, middle row green, and then you use here Izo. Okay, now Izo will change quick and strength to Dex. So now you have all Dex orbs. Then you get 2 times orb boost from Dofi and 1.75 for everyone. So that's pretty crazy. Now. You know, that's a pretty cool team in my opinion. I think so. I think that is a pretty good team. You can also go blue subs. Yeah, so what are some of the blue subs you can use? So pretty much if you want to, my best recommendation guys, if you're running Blackbeard, is that you run you look at the what's it called, not the damage calculator, look at the character database. So I'm gonna go to the character database right now, and so I'm gonna look up, are there any fighter shooter characters in the game? Well, yeah, there's Hideo and there's Kizaru, right? What about fighter slashers? None. Fighter strikers, there's actually Coliseum Oroug is a fighter striker. That's kind of cool. Don Sai is a fighter striker. He might be a really nice guy to use on that team. The Luffy from Marineford and Baccarat are other fighter strikers. Okay, so what about let's do shooter and slasher. Are there any shooter slashers? There actually are. Wow, Raid Boss Kizaru. Not Raid Boss Kizaru. Legend Kizaru is actually one. So go ahead and put him here. Kizaru. Both Kizarus are 2 types. Oh, I guess there's 3 Kizarus now. I think this one's also, yeah, and this one's also shooter fighter. So Kizaru seems to be one of the best characters to pair with Blackbeard because he's 2 types, and even this one's 2 types as well. And he gives all shooters and slasher characters matching orbs, so I guess that'd be something nice to keep in mind. Yeah, let me use the Sunny ship real quick for base damage. 1000 Sunny. Okay, let me finish looking up the final set. So shooter striker, there are Baby 5. So Baby 5 definitely could be a nice one. Kizaru, Legend, Aokiji. Legend Aokiji is a shooter and a striker. So that's actually pretty crazy as well. So Legend Aokiji could definitely be another nice one to put on the team. And then finally, striker and slasher, there are a couple. Oh, Coliseum Killer. Coliseum Killer is really good. Alright, so here's another team that someone recommended. You can use Lucci plus Enel and Kizaru with the Dofi, and like, look, you're doing 4 million damage. Which is actually crazy, and he did point out this is a free-to-play team, so that's true. That's pretty crazy. So Blackbeard has a lot of potential, and again, I recommend looking at the character database and picking out characters that are gonna match well. Have sort of an idea. I mean, just look at this. There's 3 blue guys on the team, and you're doing 4 million damage. And keep in mind, you have double Blackbeard special, so keep in mind that you're gonna have the opponent at 50%, and it goes through the damage negating abilities and the barriers. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, Blackbeard's really cool. I hope I pull him one day because he seems like a really awesome unit. And you could, again, I don't want to call him a rainbow captain, but definitely has the potential to be a rainbow captain. People like Sengoku, as a fighter that boosts, Dofi as a slasher, and then just missing a good impact and a good shooter. Just make sure that they have abilities to give matching orbs and stuff like that, and you should be good. Yeah. You can do 10 million with Akainu as a sub. What's the team? Yeah, Friend Young Whitebeard, Mihawk Duval, Hack Sugar. Yeah, you can also do it for a Sugar team as well. Again, you can go through barriers. If you have a Blackbeard as a captain, you can go through barriers with your special. So it's really good. Cavendish is good, but he only boosts himself is a problem. So Cavendish only boosts himself. So just keep that in mind. But he is a slasher. You can use him as a slasher, yeah. Yeah, someone said 10 million damage. I don't know. What is Akainu? Let's see what Akainu is real quick. Oops. Akainu. Okay, so the new raid boss Akainu. I believe he's a fighter. Yeah, he's a fighter. So there's your fighter. Now I don't know what kind of team you would deal 10 million damage with this. I'm sure there is some sort of random team. Yeah, Van Augur is a really good one. This as well. Yeah, Van Augur, really nice unit. If anyone managed to pull him, because he gives the top row matching orbs, and shooter characters also get a 1.75 orb boost. I mean type boost. Oh no! Oh, epithet of orbs for shooter characters 1.75. Okay, interesting. So you have class specific orb boost. It's really good. Sengoku, Boa, Impact, Usopp, and Momonga. Let's look at that. Sengoku. Well, let's see. Impact, Usopp. So I mean, just look at all the potential teams you can use. This is definitely one of the highest potential in terms of variety of teams you can use. Boa for the chain, and Momonga, I guess people are saying. Strong. So yeah, just like I said, just look at the character database and just work on that kind of thing. Look at the team. You can do a lot of. There's so many. Like this says like so many potential teams. This says crazy, man. That's why he's so crazy, man. So That's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this Blackbeard video, and until next time, guys, peace.